use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Indianapolis Colts. Season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run with Muhammad. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
At the 7-yard line.
Second and 3. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, let's get this.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Packers nothing. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34.
On the carry.
It's a big play that time for the Packers. 41 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They go play fake, and it's Hill. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Play fake. Hill. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Bradley Chubb.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
56, the mark, boys, 56. Check, 56. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. 56 is the mark.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They'll run on first down. Muhammad, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Lambeau on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score.
Well, the drive started in the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
Josh Lambeau is set to kick off.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Hill going back to the air on second down. And able to find Allen Lazard. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hill, flushed out right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Hill. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
You got nothing. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
34-yard line.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
56 is Mike. 56 is
Again, he'll drop the throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
On the 1-yard line.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Mike 56. Mike 56. Let's go, team.
On second down, Muhammad, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Colts 17. Packers nothing. Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 48 yards away. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now a pass hauled in downfield and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Off of play action, Hill. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
A loss of 5 yards.
To try again after the sack. Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Scotty Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Colts 24. Packers nothing. Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
A good pick up there on 20 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D lineman.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Colts 31. Packers nothing.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
Another run by Lindsey. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
A loss of 2 yards.
And they are going for it. Here's Hill. He's got Adam Phenoms on the hookup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Green Bay.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. This is caught. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7.
Colts 31, Packers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go again with Muhammad. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Hill. He shakes him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Hill. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Hill. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Being chased out left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Off-play action. Hill. And Ingram hauls it in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First down.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play fake, and it's Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's the option. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, you know, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots. And that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked.
31.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry.